This is InfoLive TV Headline News, February 21st. I'm Margot Dudkiewicz. UN Secretary-General Ban Ki-moon promised Wednesday to respond firmly to Iranian President Mahmoud Ahmadinejad's verbal attacks on Israel, which he called intolerable. Ban made the promise in a meeting with Israel's ambassador to the UN, Dan Gillerman, who requested the meeting with the UN head following the Iranian president's comments on Israel Wednesday. The Saudi Arabian Foreign Minister Prince Said Al Faisal said Wednesday that failure by Israel to respond positively to the Middle East peace talks with the Palestinians would force Arab nations to review their stand. The Palestinian people are suffering, and it cannot be ignored what Israel is doing as far as expanding settlements, he said. IDF Chief of General Staff Lieutenant General Gabi Ashkenazi warned the army on Wednesday to be ready for a new conflagration in the region. There are dangers to our survival on the horizon and great challenges to Israel's security. The IDF needs to ensure rapid victory in any conflict, and I cannot guarantee that we won't need to act in the near future, he said. Despite Israel's pledge to abide by an internationally endorsed peace plan that calls for a halt to all settlement activity, a new neighborhood comprising 27 trailers is currently under construction at the settlement of Eli in Samaria, even though Prime Minister Olmert vowed publicly at the Annapolis conference that any such building would cease. Shahr Peer continued her winning form at the Qatar Open on Wednesday, beating Virginia Razzano of France in the second round in windy conditions. The 20-year-old star, who is making history as the first Israeli tennis player to compete in the Gulf state, has continued her winning form from the outstart. Elsewhere on InfoLive TV, computerized menus revolutionizes dining out. And Palestinian president rules out calls to declare statehood now. That's all for InfoLive TV, Israel's only television network that broadcasts from Jerusalem to the world in 4 languages.
Today, the whole world talks about Israel. But who broadcasts from Israel to the world in 4 languages, live from Jerusalem? InfoLive TV, the first international Israeli television channel that operates 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Follow current events in Israel and the Middle East. Video features, interviews, news programs and news briefs live as history unfolds. If you want a direct link to Israel, access infolive.tv.